Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on last year's national champions, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Devils will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Yellow Jackets offense will go on the attack first. Looking for a crease, it's Daniels. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Cartwright. With the catch, it's Price. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Gonna swing it on second down. Caught behind the line, it's Daniels. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Blue Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass, it's Duff. Quick strike complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They go to the ground. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense lining up quickly. To the air, it's Duff. Quickly to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Colorado State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run play action. Going deep. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Duff. Using the quick game.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Peterson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Gonna try to... Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Duff. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun. Wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Duff. Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he hauls it in at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got him. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's loose. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. The give. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Finds his tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
To throw, it's Cartwright. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Great completion to the right. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Poe. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. The Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cartwright. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.